Welcome to Crystal Clear Stories, the channel where we take complex, confusing news and information and break it down so that it's clear, transparent, and easy to understand. Let's get started. The missiles didn't just fly over Tehran. They ignited oil markets, drove up gold prices, and reshaped the global chessboard overnight. In a surprise decapitation strike, US-backed Israeli forces reportedly eliminated key Iranian leaders, escalating a conflict that had simmered for months. The operation was launched early after intelligence indicated that top officials were in one location. The intention? Trigger chaos, not occupation. The strategy? Remove the head, let the body convulse. Markets reacted immediately. Brent crude surged 12% amid fears of prolonged disruption to the Strait of Hormuz. Gold soared past $5,300 per ounce. Predictably, geopolitical fractures drive capital to hard assets. Gold's rise also reveals ongoing fiat debasement, most evident when measured against gold rather than the euro or yen. The dollar hasn't collapsed against other currencies. Rather, it's collapsed against gold. The official justification for striking Iran centered on its nuclear ambitions and, as Secretary of State Marco Rubio has made clear, Iran was building its conventional ballistic missile capabilities so it could cover the revival of its nuclear weapons program. From that perspective, the strike was a preemptive strategy, not an ideological impulse. But zoom out further, and the conflict appears less about Tehran and more about energy control. Control of oil flows has shaped global power for a century. With Venezuela's output increasingly influenced by Washington and Guyana's reserves secured, attention has now turned to Iran, which is a key supplier to China. If Iranian oil is constrained, Beijing faces strategic vulnerability. At the same time, Russia would benefit from higher prices and redirected demand. The pattern suggests a wider campaign: isolate adversaries, consolidate energy leverage, and weaponize supply chains. And that brings Cuba into play. If Cuba's communist regime falls, the Caribbean could become the next arena of rapid transformation. A post-communist Havana might open to U.S. capital, energy exploration, and tourism at scale. Russian and Chinese influence in the Western Hemisphere would shrink. Markets would likely surge on the symbolism alone, with the era of Castro and his minions vanquished. But transitions are rarely smooth. When there is a power vacuum, instability usually follows before renewal reasserts itself. In the short term, volatility in oil, gold, and currencies would intensify. In the long term, however, a reconfigured Cuba could mark the symbolic consolidation of a new American-led energy order. It is a new U.S. approach in which control of supply, not the demands of ideology, defines power. The missiles were only the beginning. If this video was helpful and brought you some clarity, a like and a subscription are the best ways to stay informed with us. Remember, we do not give financial advice. Our stories are solely to provide information and entertainment. If you enjoyed this, you'll love our next video. Stay tuned.